My name is Kiralee Hayward, and I am a young person with a disability seeking housing opportunities after long-term illness. I am also an NDIS participant who, due to illness over the last few years, unfortunately has been residing in residential aged care to receive treatment. And well, there is limited housing and support options for people with a disability. Despite this, I lead a very active life and try to break the barriers of life in a nursing home and living with a disability. But I am finally ready to start making the journey or escape from aged care back to semi-independent living. Preparing the necessary supports I need to be as independent and self-reliant as I can be within the community and a young person living in an aged care nursing home. My home space is the first digital information resource I have found that helps me to explore housing, technology, and support design. I love the fact that I can adjust the features according to my needs when exploring the spaces. Using the mouse, I found to be quite user-friendly, and setting the visual contrast was quite a simple process. When I get to the floor plan view, I set my eye height to when seated in the wheelchair. This allows me to explore through the spaces using my typical line of sight and helps me to think about joinery, fitting and fixtures and my access to them. It also helps me to think about potential and personal health and safety aspects. I can turn on or off specific information types in the My Home Space tool. For instance, if I just want to look at assistive technology, I can turn on these hotspots and to a different internal spaces to think through my needs based on the information provided. I can also click on the white hotspot to go to a 2D image of key features that may be controlled by assistive technology in the housing. The circulation button and associated hotspot text also helps me to think about movement, furnishing decisions in my home and how they will influence my access. The circulation feature also helped me to analyse aspects such as benches, spatial recognition around the potential home environment, and weighing that up with personal safety and access requirements. But for me, when thinking about housing, I really need to think about how best to design key spaces to ensure my independence is maximised. Areas like the joinery and appliance design and location in the kitchens becomes really, really important to ensure my reach and access. My home spaces step me through some of the thinking in virtual spaces, including both 3D interactive and 2D detailed views, like, for example, in the bathroom. So, when I return to the plan view, I can select activities like bathing or resting to think about these activities and related issues. Selecting the tenant experience highlights where and how support may be delivered through the gold avatars and hotspots within a home. Also, these activities help me to analyse key issues such as manoeuvrability around the spaces. Downloading the PDF reports is really helpful for me in my discussions with allied health workers and planners and designers and basically anyone else involved. I can then use the links and my own investigations to look at the detail to keep people on track and then make my decisions, because it's all about me in the end.